Hey everybody, Jam Creates here, doing another comic book review. As some of you may have seen, I posted the releases this week out in stores from Alterna Comics, and holy crud, what an amazing week they've got going this week. If you are a fan of Alterna, this week you need to just go out and pick up every single thing they put out. And I haven't even read them all yet, but I can just tell you, just from what they are, I have been like super crazy excited about these books. And one of those books, this series right here, Scrimshaw, this is series 2. This is Tears of the Sonoran Sea, issue number 3. So it's volume 2, issue 3. Again, the one thing I will say with Scrimshaw, I would recommend picking up the first series before you read the second series, simply because the world is so different. It is nothing like our world right now. So, just throw it right there so you can see volume 2, issue 3. $1.50, like all the Alterna books, $1.50. And this series now has been going on. I believe the first series was 6 issues, and now this is 3, and it's going to be one more issue. So this is the 3rd issue in a 4-issue limited series. If you don't know Alterna Comics, everything they do is a limited series. They don't have ongoing titles, like Superman or Spider-Man that just go on and on forever. They tell a story, they have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and then they move on. And if they have more stories to tell, they'll do another one. I personally kind of really prefer this method of storytelling, to be honest with you. For some stuff, I guess. I think an ongoing is a great idea for certain things, but for other things, I think you're better off, because you end up with a lot of filler the other way. So anyway, this is Scrimshaw Volume 2, Issue 3, as I think I said like 5 times already. So here we go. If you follow the channel, I love to give credits. Eric Borden, creator and writer of Scrimshaw. Dave Mims is the artist and colorist. And yeah, Spike O is the letterer. I'm not even going to attempt it, because you just know I'm going to butcher that last name. Olauchud. It's Chdha. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, dude. Spike, if you're watching, if you're listening, help me out. Shoot me a tweet or a comment in the comments below and just let me know, like, dude, this is how you say my name. Because I like to give credit to everybody who's involved in these books, because they all worked on it, and it's a collaborative process. And if I enjoy it, I want people to know, like, these are good people. Maybe keep an eye out for them in the future. So anyway, one thing you'll notice if you've never seen Scrimshaw before is the art style is unlike anything else out there. Second thing you'll notice is that this cover is freaking awesome. I love this cover. This looks like, because of the art style that this book has, and then just the way this image is put together, this looks like a stained glass picture to me. Like, this could be a stained glass window. Like, I don't know if there's a way to do that, but if you're the artist, or if you're Eric Borden, who's the creator, or whoever, or if you're Alterna Comics, it might be worth it to try and find out what it takes to take a drawn image and then turn it into a stained glass image. Because this, by itself, I mean, remove the title treatment and all the logos and all that stuff, just the artwork, and make it a stained glass window would be freaking sweet. I know Alterna, is not a big giant company, so, they don't have, giant offices or anything where they need to show off to people. But, dude, that would be, the sickest thing ever if you could get that turned into stained glass and then hang it somewhere. That would be so freaking cool. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, the first thing you will notice is the art style is truly original. It is, like I said, like nothing else out there. So when we last left our characters, they are an international bunch. They are, of course, looked at as pirates, but there are heroes. And due to previous goings-on in the first series, they're put in a pretty tough position and are now forced by the Tanto Corporation to take on a mission. Basically, they're told, you do this or we're just going to kill you. So pretty much they don't really have much of a choice. So they're sent on this mission, and along the way, in their first adventure, they made some, well, let's just say not friends. And now they are here. So this mission they've sent them to, they have to go to America. They have to go to, specifically to Texas, and their job basically is to assassinate someone. Their job is to take someone's head. And then once they've done that, then supposedly their debt will be cleared. I don't know if I believe that, but that's the deal. So anyway, they went to Mexico to go to Texas through Mexico, because apparently America is, well, I don't know quite yet. We'll have to wait till they get there to really see what it is. That's kind of the beauty of this series. It's a future, it takes place in the future. There's these big corporations and stuff, but also, like, it's very unexpected. I mean, we've seen that before, big corporations and things of that nature. Obviously in everything, from RoboCop to Demolition Man to everything, that does that big corporate future thing. There's a lot very different about Scrimshaw, though, which is neat. And we've never been to America, which is kind of cool in a way. Like, we had a whole series that took place in the Pacific, and now we're moving into America. So they went to Mexico, where they met Mari, right here, Mariposa's sister, because this is where she's from, and they eventually agree to take them where they need to go. So Captain Tanaka and the rest of the crew are on their way, and obviously Mari and her sister Salome have some issues, which they start talking about later in the issue, things to do with their mother and their father and their stepfather, who are all apparently dead, and apparently that left Mari's sister in charge. So it's interesting stuff. Again, the artwork just unlike anything else. So they're crossing this desert at night. Really cool coloring to make that point across, and then you see there's like this glow here, and they're like, there's only one thing that would make a fire that big, and it's this familia, and so apparently the sisters know who these people are, and their father apparently wished sangre en la vista. Now, my accent is going to be awful. Just know that I do not have one bit of Spanish or Mexican or anything like that in me. So just, understand that, please. So anyway, unless maybe I do one of those, DNA things and they tell me, oh yeah, by the way, you do. You never know. Who knows? They might tell me God only knows what I am. I'm sure I'm a mutt. I know that already, but who knows? So anyway, moving on. So they split up. There's this camp of these guys, and basically they go in and they just straight murder everybody in there. The sisters, and a couple of the crew, they basically, like I said, they go in and they just straight up murder folks. Just 100% just death. And, somebody asks, one of the crew asks, Mari, what is sangre en la vista? And she says, blood on sight. So obviously they had something with these people going back, but we don't really quite know what that is. Then, as I mentioned, in their previous adventure, they made some enemies along the way. One of them is the Baron, and he has sent his people, the Baron and his boss, he sent his people, the Baron and this other guy, to go find the crew of the Runaway Horse, which is the name of their ship, and basically just wipe them out. So then it turns out that apparently, if you see this little bit of dialogue here, it says, seems our friends at Tonto want Tanaka dead as bad as we do. Sent him into New Alamo to take a head. As soon as he takes that head, you take his. So Tonto apparently then went to these guys and said, yeah, we want that guy dead, yes, and that's why we sent Tanaka and them in there. And we told them we would, clear their debts and everything would be all good. But really, we just want you to kill them too after the job is done. So basically, everyone's trying to clean up that mess. The mess being, of course, the crew. And they're still, they're crossing the desert. And then they run into someone. There's some history given on what this area is, and it's really neat. Like, the world building is cool. It happens organically, which is nice. They're going through, and you're kind of getting a feel for like all these things that have happened in this world, and this world is so different. And what's up? Like, the desert's growing, and it's swallowed up all of Chihuahua, which worries me. Don't worry, Beans. In case you don't know, my dog Beans, who is right over here, sleeping, just chilling right next to me. He is what is known as a Chiweenie. He's half dachshund and half Chihuahua. That's right, Beans. They said all of Chihuahua got swallowed up in the desert. I know, it's horrifying. I know. It's a good thing it's just fiction. All right, buddy, can I get back to the review? Okay, all right. You chill out. I'm going to go back to reviewing the comic book. All right, Bubba. Anyway. There's a little aside right there. Make a note for anyone who's out there who's looking for another Beans sighting. There it was. I don't want to give away too much more. There's a little odd bit that I'm not 100% understanding. Not that I don't understand it, but it's just something that happens. They meet someone along the way. Again, I don't want to give anything away. And we're headed to the big finale issue next, which is the next issue. Issue 4 will be the big finale of the story. Our crew is going to make their way to... I still love this cover. The crew is going to make their way into America and try and take that head, while also the bad guys are following them, trying to take them out after they take the head. And we have this mysterious person that they met along the way, which I don't know if that's going to become anything in this series, or if we're already planting seeds for the 3rd volume of Scrimshaw, which will be yet another series, which I'm assuming there will be, because this world is clearly like much too big, and there's too much in there too many opportunities for stories for it to just end with these two. So I am assuming there will be a volume 3 coming maybe later this year, maybe next year. I'm not really sure. I could probably look at Alternate generally puts a thing in their books that talks about their upcoming, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. You can look for it. That's, again, the level of research people have come to expect from my channel. So anyway, as far as this book is concerned, I would absolutely give it a thumbs up. Recommend. I'm telling you, if you saw this cover on the stands, wouldn't you just be like, "What is that? I need to see what that is." So anyway, I mean, it's a super attention-grabbing cover, and the best part is, not only is it an attention-getting cover, which, like, here's the thing. I have a thing about comic book covers. I have a few things about comic book covers that have always bothered me and probably will always bother me because I'm 40-something years old now, so if it hasn't changed now, it's not going to. What they are is, not necessarily in any particular order, but one, I still have not gotten over the fact that so many comic books, the interior art is different from the cover. That drives me insane. So the fact that it's the same art style on the cover as it is in the book, super awesome. Number 2, I can't stand covers that have absolutely nothing to do with the story that's taking place in the book. Bam, it's got it all there. It's got the sisters, the blood and sand, them riding the camels. That's what it's. That's what it is. And 3, I really can't stand how some covers are literally just portfolio pieces of the main character just standing there or just doing something. And, like, it would be fine for a poster, but, like, it tells you absolutely nothing to get you interested. Like, it becomes boring when every comic book cover is just the same. And this is something that was designed to get your attention. When they put this cover together, they said, what's going to grab people's eye? This grabs your eye. I don't care. Even if you hate the art style, and I know it's a love it or take it kind of thing, because it is very unique, this will grab your attention. So anyway, like I said, I absolutely recommend the book. Definitely recommend checking out the first series and this series, which now will only have one more issue left. It's a 4-issue series, $1.50 a piece. You do the math. That comes out to $3 for 2 issues. Comes out to $6 for 4 issues. So I did the math for you. How much easier can it get? Don't say I've never did anything for you. So anyway, absolutely would recommend Scrimshaw. I love this series. I'm looking forward to it, and I absolutely love this cover. I would buy this cover as a poster. I would, absolutely. If you're listening out there in comic book land, I would buy this as a poster, and I don't think I'm the only one. So anyway, absolutely recommend it. Love it. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It will make you a much more happy and fulfilled person in your life. Well, not really. I can't really promise that, but it'll be cool. It'll be good for me. So anyway, help a brother out and subscribe. So anyway, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at jam_creates. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm at jam_creates. You can see my artwork, more pictures of beans on my Instagram. And if you look below in the description, I will put it there. I've got t-shirts. I showed them off in the last video. I've got t-shirts. You can check it out. I got stickers. You can check those out. I'll put the link below. It's my Teespring store. You can buy Smiley Bones t-shirts and stickers. I tried to make the prices as low as possible because, let's face it, I have 161 subscribers. I'm not trying to get rich off you guys. I just want to have some fun, and I thought you guys might enjoy it. So I tried to make the prices as low as I could do it without losing money on the deal. And also, I got my Subscribe Star down there. I'm going to put that link in there as well. And with that, I'm just curious to see what you guys would want from that. So go in, see what I've got up there so far, and then just let me know what you want to see. It would be super cool of you. So anyway, there's nothing exclusive on there right now anyway. So you could just go there, check it out, leave me a comment, let me know what you want to see from that would make you want to subscribe. Again, with that, I made the subscription super low. So anyway, talk to me in the comments here. You can tell me what you think of this book. You can tell me what you think of Subscribestar or Teespring or the t-shirts or me or my dog or anything else, but you better, I'm telling you right now, yes, you, if you say anything bad about my dog, I will find you and I will hurt you. Well, not really, but I will be very upset. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, and that's it. Peace out.